is the grinder pump appeals policy, a formal grinder pump appeals policy. It's there in your packet. It's there. In speaking to insurance counsel on this matter, perhaps a way of resolving the outstanding issues regarding the grinder pump situation would be to have this formalized appeals policy adopted. This has been reviewed by insurance counsel, and so I'd ask for your consideration and approval of that this evening.
This is a policy?
Yes.
So just like any other policy, do we have to put it on notice for a week and then?
This is not a selectman policy.
Not a selectman policy. I'm just looking for your.
Well, you know I'm for it.
Okay, right. I just want, it'd be helpful if the board were on record saying, yes, we think that this is a positive
I just have one
step
question.
forward. Yeah.
So you, council did review it.
Yes.
Was there anything that came up about, if I look through the flow here, if they don't like what the superintendent said, they can go to the director of the Department of Public Works, and the superintendent works for that director, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and then if they don't like what the director of the Department of Public Works said, they can go to you, and
Yes.
So it's all up this chain of command.
Yes.
And were there any comments about whether there should be some independent body or independent person involved, like even in the hearing?
Well, the independent body is beyond the town. If you're dissatisfied with the rendering from the town manager's office, you have the right to appeal that to the, to either the assessors in terms of the appellate tax board ultimately, or you could obviously take court action. From the town to the district or superior court, and that would be the option as well. There's always an avenue outside of the town.
No, I understand that. I just didn't know if in the hierarchy of going through it, if it typically goes through like the same chain of command, or if there's some. I'm looking at the optics of it, Paul. I mean, if they don't like what the superintendent or the DPW director says, and now it's in your hands, even like at the point where there's a hearing, should there be a member of? If the answer is no, that's fine, but I'm just wondering if there should be another person or body there that
the planning board or zoning
check
board,
and balance out of the chain of command.
are you looking for like an elected rep to be there?
I don't know, I'm just raising the question of whether that's
Well, I think
common.
any other things, like, I guess you maybe could compare it, say, to a police, when they complain, and that goes up through the chain of command the same way, right? And finally to you.
Or
right?
a labor complaint,
Right.
a labor grievance, an employee grievance. It goes to the department head, to the manager, then outside the town. I mean, it's the town administration is.
And the reason why we got in trouble is we didn't have a written appeals process.
That's correct.
So
That's
I have a
That's what
question.
this does.
I think there might be a typo on there.
Okay, could be.
The third paragraph from the bottom, the last sentence, said town manager shall review the proceedings and decision below. Does that the word below belong in there?
Oh, no, it should be deleted, sorry. In decision, and within 30 days issue a decision in writing.
Yeah, I make a motion that we approve the grinder pump appeal process as presented.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second. Just one note before we vote is, you'll note that this, when we said it was reviewed by council, it was reviewed by insurance council, not town legal counsel. I mean, it technically is town legal, but it's from the insurance company that decided this.
Is that the person who represented the case?
Yes. Yeah. And the hope is that if this is adopted, that we'll then present this as a means to resolve the case.
Approved as
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
As amended, thank you.
As amended.